The people that come to Helen's groups, in my experience, are some of the most lovely, open-hearted, open-minded, joyful souls that I have had the pleasure of creating with and playing with. And it's a really special thing to have my art witnessed by someone else, because I could create all day and never show it to anybody. And then it just goes away in a drawer and it's for me, and that's great. But to have something that I did maybe still create for myself, to have it witnessed by others in such a loving, open-hearted and open-minded way with no judgment, no criticism at all, is, it's so sweet. Sweet is the only word I can really find for it at the moment, but it's a really beautiful experience to have others see my art, especially for my little one inside, who was always ashamed of her stick figure drawings, because that was all I could do, if anything. But to show others what I put on the page and to be able to feel like I can share it from a place of confidence. And not that it has to look good or look like anything at all, but it's just what came out of me in that moment, and that I can feel safe enough in the container. That's really the word I was looking for. It's not even confidence, it's safety. There's such a safe container that you create, Helen, and it's held by the group, that I feel like regardless of what ended up on my page, I could share it with a group and it would be received and it would be held in a really loving container. And then to get fun, inspiring feedback from others, that might be in the form of music or poetry, or sometimes gestures or acting things out, to see how my art, to see what my art inspired in someone else, and how they mirror that back to me and reflect that back to me through their own expression in return. It makes my little girl giddy inside. It's almost like, ooh, what next surprise is around the corner? What it's a gift. It's really a gift. It's like each person who shares and reflects back to me what my art brought forward for them. It's like a little present for me to unwrap, that I get to go, ooh, what's inside? What little surprise this is going to be? Am I going to have a new poem or a new song or whatever? And then to get to do that for others as well is so fun and so sweet. And it continues my own creative process for when I see someone's art on the screen, and then I get an opportunity to give them feedback of some sort through movement or poetry or song or whatever it is. It continues my flow of creativity. And, it's not just like, oh, I like your art, it's really nice. It's something of like, I get to really engage in my creativity and tap into that to give them feedback on their piece, and often maybe reflect something to them that they didn't see, or someone's reflecting something to me that I didn't see in what was on the page. And it gives me a new lens in which to look at what just created through me. And I really mean that, created through me, because I don't consider that like, oh, I created this. When I sit down to do this kind of work, it's something that just is created through me. It's through the container you set, it's through the intention you hold and the intention we all hold together. And I just sit down and something happens on a page and it's fun. And then I get a beautiful message of some sort or guidance that comes forward as a result of it. I really enjoy the other people in the group. I enjoy connecting with them. There's a very special community of people that come to your groups, and I'm often like so engaged with them that I don't want it to end. I want it to keep going. And that's actually happened a few times in some of your groups, is that some of us will just keep going another round. This whole group is continuing on. And because we love the connection that we build with each other. And sometimes when people come into the fold, and they're always welcome into the fold, and it just keeps growing and building, and there's a love there. There's a really love, sweet love that's built over the course of several weeks of being together and getting to witness others' growth during that time, and then have my own growth reflected to me during that time. And even though I've done many of your classes and your courses, I still have significant growth and shifts that happen for me every single time that I do one of them, because I'm at a new level. When I enter, I come in at like this, before I was here, and then I was here. And then at the end of the group, I'm up here. And then it's like, it just builds each time.